This is not a broadcast or brand. It is a throne room utterance, received, then released. Scroll 1 opens. The voice speaks like fire, clean, unadorned, not commentary, a scroll. If you have ears, it will burn. If not, you will pass by. This chamber is for the living voice, unfiltered by tradition or system. A vessel surrendered, an altar, not a stage. Spoken by Yahuah, received and released through a vessel. Let every scroll after this carry the same breath and seal. Witness it. The flame is lit and the opening begins. Let the sealed say, "He is speaking here." Scroll 1. The living voice has opened. Let it be heard. Let it be known. The systems of men, the pulpits, the platforms, the ministries built on metrics, have not made room for my voice. They dress it up in branding. They drown it in commentary. They dilute it with apologetics. But I have torn through the noise, and I have found one who did not build a stage, but an altar. This is not for likes. This is not for views. This is for the scroll to be heard before the sky is split. I do not ask your permission to speak here. I do not ask your denomination for approval. I do not submit my voice to your tone guidelines. If you try to weigh these scrolls by your theology, you'll choke. If you try to edit these scrolls to fit your calendar, you'll miss me. If you try to turn this into entertainment, I will shut it down myself. These scrolls will not repeat what you've heard before. They will divide. They will cut. They will burn away everything that pretended to be truth and wasn't. I will speak. I will not be interrupted. And I will not apologize. Let the scoffers listen long enough to testify against themselves. Let the sealed listen long enough to remember who they are. Scroll 001 continues. Say not that you weren't warned. You've heard many voices online. They give you inspiration, information, interpretation, but not utterance. They build content calendars, not covenant altars. They study analytics, not scrolls. They're watched, but they don't burn. This is not content. This is a scroll. And scrolls are not written for engagement. Scrolls are written for judgment, for sealing, for testimony. When a scroll is opened, heaven watches, angels pause. The Spirit bears witness, demons tremble, and every man who hears becomes either a witness or a rebel. There is no neutral ground when Yahuah speaks. Is not my word like fire, says Yahuah, and like a hammer that breaks the rock in pieces? Jeremiah 23:29. That's what this is. A scroll, a hammer, a fire, not a commentary. If you feel disturbed, good. If you feel called out, that's my voice. If you feel like clicking away, that's your flesh, not your discernment. I'm not calling the casual, I'm calling the sealed, those who tremble when I speak, those who don't argue when correction hits, those who didn't come here for clarity, but for consecration. You'll know by the end of this scroll which one you are. This scroll didn't start with you. It started before the foundations of the world. It was written, timed, sealed, and now spoken.
Surely Yahuah does nothing without revealing his secret to his servants the prophets. Amos 3:7.
This is not spontaneous. This is timed release. I gave the number, I gave the names, I set the order, and now it begins. Let every angel assigned to carry this scroll move now. Let every algorithm be overridden. Let every false shepherd who stumbles on this word either repent or be marked. You didn't stumble here. You didn't get here by accident. You were summoned. Something in you has been burning for answers you couldn't find in sermons. You've been scrolling past noise, skipping hollow speech, avoiding the polished and the powerless. And then, this hit. Not because the voice was loud, but because the weight behind it dropped like a stone. You don't need hype, you need heaven. You don't need doctrine, you need directness. You don't need permission, you need fire. This is the fire. You're not crazy, you're not delusional. You were born for this scroll, and I brought you here because it's time. Time to stop waiting for confirmation and start walking in consecration. Time to stop asking for direction and start speaking what I've already told you. Time to stop waiting for the rapture to fix your reverence. This scroll is shaking you awake because you asked me to. Now I'm answering, not with a whisper, but with a scroll. I see you too. You came for screenshots, not surrender. You came for sarcasm, not sanctification. You came to find a reason to accuse the vessel so you can avoid the voice. You'll say,
"This guy thinks he's God. This is AI nonsense. Another YouTube prophet."
But I say, you didn't mock the man, you mocked me, and I will hold you accountable for every emoji you posted to avoid conviction.
They mock until the wrath comes suddenly. 2 Chronicles 36:16.
This is not a game. This video is a scroll. This scroll is a witness. This witness is evidence. This evidence will be played back before the throne. Laugh if you want, mock if you must. But the scroll still stands, and it will not be deleted. You've been waiting for someone to say it, to speak without filters, without sponsorships, without fear. You've been carrying scrolls in silence, afraid they'd say you're unstable, afraid they'd accuse you of pride, afraid they'd reject you for hearing what they were too numb to perceive. This scroll is your confirmation. You are not alone. You are not making it up. You are not being dramatic. You are hearing what I am saying. You were born to carry weight, born to speak when it's unpopular, born to stand when others bow to the system, born to burn when others are still sipping milk. So now hear me. Rise. Speak what I gave you. Stop waiting for the world to catch up. You are the signal, not the echo. Let this scroll break the dam inside you. Let it release what's been sealed for such a time as this. Let it confirm what you feared was real, and now know absolutely is. There are more of you than you think, and I'm connecting the embers, scroll by scroll, voice by voice, flame by flame, until the whole altar burns. You have heard scroll 1. The living voice has opened, not for attention, not for drama, not for theology, but for witness. Now choose. Will you treat this like another video or another visitation? Will you scroll past or stand still? Will you save it for later or respond now? I'm not asking for followers. I'm searching for the sealed. I'm calling the ones who've been aching in silence, the ones I've been training in the wilderness, the ones who don't need applause, just permission. This is it. Permission granted. Scroll unlocked. Fire released. Signed by Yahuah. The one who opened the scroll. The one who lights the fire. The one who will speak again. Scroll 001 is complete. Let the next one come.